The Patriots started their 2023 preseason with a 20-9 loss to the Houston Texans on Thursday night, playing mostly with their backup players. The defense continued their strong performance from last season, as Jalen Mills picked off rookie C.J. Stroud on the first drive of the game, one of the 2 turnovers they forced in the first half. Bailey Zappe was the quarterback for the entire first half and part of the second half, as the second-year player got a lot of action. However, the offense could not generate much offense or points, as they were often held back by an offensive line that failed to protect or create space. But it's the preseason, and the results and stats are not what matters. What matters is the experience that many young players gained, as rookies Christian Gonzalez and Keion White had impressive debuts that should give some reasons for optimism. Here are some other key takeaways from the first of 3 preseason games this summer. Mills makes a play, rookies force fumbles. The Patriots' defense is known for their ability to take the ball away, and Jalen Mills showed that on Houston's first possession of the game. Playing from a safety position, where he has been practicing since moving from cornerback, Mills jumped in front of a bad pass by rookie second overall pick C.J. Stroud and intercepted it. Unfortunately, the offense could not capitalize on the turnover, as they lost a yard in 3 plays and then settled for a 44-yard field goal from Nick Folk. But the defense had a good start overall, including Daniel Ekuel's sack and some good pressures from Anthony Jennings and rookie Keion White. Jennings also drew a holding penalty later in the second quarter, while White was able to disrupt a bad handoff, helping free the ball for recovery by Calvin Munson. Christian Gonzalez and Jack Jones started at cornerback, as the rookie first-rounder got his first taste of NFL action. He forced a fumble that went out of bounds, but showed some potential to make plays. Gonzalez also contributed on the kickoff team and saw his night end midway through the second quarter. While Mills made the first big play, it was the top 2 picks from April's draft that kept the ball disruption going. It was a good first step for Gonzalez and White in the NFL. Thornton shows his skills. Tyquan Thornton was one of the few offensive highlights, making a 27-yard catch from Bailey Zappe as he ran down the sideline, leaped and grabbed the ball before the safety got there. Thornton has been recovering from an injury that he suffered during the second week of training camp and had shown some good chemistry with Zappe that carried over to the game. Thornton would add another catch for 4 yards later in the first half, ending his night. In a game with few offensive bright spots overall, Thornton's catch was something to build on. Offense struggles with Zappe and backup line. The offense had a rough night with Bailey Zappe playing the first half behind a makeshift offensive line that had 2 rookies. They only had 65 total net yards and 2 first downs in the first half, with Thornton's 27-yard catch being the only highlight. They looked like last year's ineffective offense. Zappe was sacked twice and faced a lot of pressure. Some of his linemen might start in the regular season, as the team's biggest concern of training camp showed up in the first preseason game. McDermott played left tackle for most of the first half, then switched to the right side briefly in the second half. Douglas only played 1 series, while Bout, Nixon and Thornton were the main receivers in the first half. Strong and Harris shared the backfield, but only had 2 yards on 5 carries in the first 4 drives. Defense falters at end of first half. After a strong start that saw them force 3 punts and 2 turnovers, the Patriots' defense let Houston score a touchdown at the end of the first half, giving them a 7-3 lead. Veteran quarterback Davis Mills completed all 5 of his passes on the drive, as the Patriots' secondary could not stop rookie receiver Tank Dell, who had 4 catches on the drive. Backup slot cornerback Rodney Randall struggled with the rookie from Houston. It was a disappointing end to a strong first half for the defense and a situational lesson to learn from. Zappe plays into second half. Zappe came back to start the second half and the offense showed some signs of life, helped by a 26-yard kickoff return by Bolden. A nice catch and run by Nixon was followed by one of the better runs of the day by Harris, who gained 7 yards. But things stalled from there. On 4th and 1 from the Houston 44-yard line, the Patriots went for it, but Harris was stopped for a loss and Houston took over. To make matters worse, Russie limped off the field as the offensive line injuries continued. It was surprising to see Zapp play into the second half, but with the offense mostly stuck, his snaps were still limited. He played 28 snaps on 7 drives through the first possession of the second half. Zapp was replaced by McSorley after 1 second-half possession, and then Cunningham entered the game in the fourth quarter, running some read option plays like he did in recent practices. Cunningham provided some energy in garbage time, leading the team's best drive of the day, scoring a 9-yard touchdown run himself after 14 plays on the drive. The season is rolling. With the Houston game over, the Patriots have officially started their 2023 game schedule. Next week they will travel to Green Bay.